expertise about secret societies or any other subject. Well, my first acquaintance with secret societies actually goes back to my childhood, though I didn't realize it at the time. I grew up in Taft, California, in the San Joaquin Valley. Taft was a dry, gritty oil town, mostly blue-collar. It had the usual array of fraternal societies: Masons, Elks, Oddfellows, Moose, Knights of Pythias, etc. One side of my family was full of Masons and Elks. I can recall my grandmother pointing out the letters BPOE on the Elks Lodge sign. They supposedly stood for Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks. She said what it really stood for was Best People on Earth. It was a joke, I suppose, but looking back, it was also a small example of how the face a group presents to the world isn't necessarily the one it presents to itself. Like any town, Taft also had its sordid underbelly and its secrets. One of my early, vivid recollections is listening to my parents whispering to each other about a secret sex club that had been busted. My mom asked my dad, why were they wearing animal masks? I don't recall if he had an answer, and the scandal quickly faded. But as a kid, that image of naked adults cavorting in masks scared me, and also left me wanting to know more. I still wonder, was it just a bunch of oil town swingers, or was there something else going on? In school, I learned that during the 1920s, my town had a thriving chapter of the Ku Klux Klan. Keep in mind, this was California, and the town had no black population, barely a Jewish one, nor much of anyone else the Klan would have been organized against. So why were they there? Later still, I found out the town had for decades harbored a genuine satanic cult that conducted black masses in hotel rooms and private homes. I learned that because one of my best friends from high school briefly belonged to it. I wonder if they wore animal masks. Some years later, I earned a PhD in history at the University of California, Santa Barbara, and I've since taught at the University of Idaho for more than 30 years. My specialty is modern Russian history. From that, my interests and knowledge gradually branched out into espionage, political intrigue, and even the occult.